The next one that we're going to work on is called it's called a moving block drill. This is where you're going to block the hand and then move it. Practice that one. Okay, what you want to do is start out with one hand or the other and do it both ways. Let's go ahead and start with your right hand. Okay, you're going to block it. The left hand will come under and move it. Now you want to take this arm high. Okay, then you're going to trap the arm, and then you're going to come with the right block. Trap, block, move, trap, hit, block, move, trap, hit. The thing this you want to do is you want to relax your arms. You're getting used to the arms moving and having somebody close in your face while punches is being thrown at you. Different angles. This is called the number one angle, which is the hook punch, which 90% of your people on the face of the earth, this is the punch that people throw. The old John Wayne hook punch. You want to keep the hands open just in case you have somebody slip and miss, and all you're just going to do is kind of slap them in the face instead of punching them in the face. Okay, and once you do that for a while, you're going to start out with the left punch. Same thing, you just get used to doing both sides. If you notice, you're only hitting with, on the right side, you're only hitting with the right hand. Now I'm only hitting with the left hand, and the same for your partner. You take it good and high. You don't want to take it just over your head like that. That's too close. You want to take it good and high. Okay? And another thing that you're doing in a combat situation, you're knocking your opponent off balance. So that's very good. Okay? Okay, that's the second drill I want you to practice. The third one, and probably the most important or the hardest one to do, is what we call a scissor blocking drill. And we do this against a jab. And what we're going to do here is the guy, your partner, you need to do this both ways. You need to do this in a neutral position, which you do all techniques, and also in a fighting stance. So you want to practice this two ways. One way is in your neutral position. Right from here. And what you want your training partner to do is you always, in the neutral position, you want to get your distance. That is when you can touch his fingers. From this distance, I cannot kick him, he cannot kick me. I'm in a safe position. The only way he's going to get to me is take a step. Okay, so this is my safe spot. Okay, now what you want him to do is take a step forward and either do a right jab or a left jab and practice your outside and inside scissor blocks. He's not going to tell me what he's going to do. He's going to take a step forward, right, left jab, go ahead. Okay, there's my outside scissor block. There's my inside. Now if you noticed right there, I did exactly the same movement. If I do it to the right jab and a right lead, it's an outside scissor block. But if I do it to a left jab, the same motion, it turns into an inside scissor block. Okay, yeah. Okay. Your outside too. There's my inside scissor block. Inside scissor block. So get used to that guy's movement, so you don't freak out when the guy's coming in. This is what this training drill is for. Another thing is, if you decide that you're going to do this block instead of this one, you continue doing it. For the reason being, if the guy throws a right jab, just like I was explaining before, you're going to come into an outside scissor block. But if I change my mind right in midstream, I might get whacked. So if he throws a left jab instead of a right, all I got to do, I'm doing my inside scissor block. So I can do the same movement and control both punches. Only difference is one's going to be outside and one's going to be inside. It's easy enough to take it back to the outside. Okay? The first thing we're going to build, this is Hubud with a moving block drill mixed with it. Okay, we're going to do it in the right leg. You need to do this both ways. Starting it out. Remember, we're doing this in the first level. By now you should be pretty good at this part right here. Things that you do not want to do is slap the arms too much. Relax your arms so you don't get tired. And then basically what you do is you and your training partner go back and forth. And if you're in a right lead, you only hook with your right hand. You do not hook with your left, okay? So here, this is your hook punch moving block. You remember that? Okay? You just go back and forth with that. Okay? Go real slow with this one. There you go, Hubud. After you trap, then you come around with the hook. You move, trap, move. When you trap down, you go back to your straight punch, and you're right back doing Hubud. Okay, you one more time. So you're getting used to two angles. Getting used to the hook punch angle and the straight punch angle while you're doing this drill. And basically all the techniques that you've learned in level 1 and level 2, you can practice using Hubud. Okay? Basically you don't tell your opponent. You come in and knee. Come in and do long sword. You got cobra. You can practice all these. Basically you don't want to take the guy down every time. That will stop the drill. So if, like I say, the last one or the last technique that you're going to do, then you might want to take the guy down with the technique. Basically, it's just getting used to blending in with this block. Okay? It's like an outside scissor into a trap. Right there's your trap, then you punch. Okay? You just do that. Practice your techniques with it. Get the flow going. Keep that flow going. You can practice just strikes like knee to the leg and do a while ago. You can practice your blitzing techniques as well. Okay? Very good little drill. Okay? Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, the next drill it's a freestyle scissor blocking drill. And basically, we're going to be moving around a little bit with this. Josh is going to be throwing the punches first. He can throw right or left jabs at moderate speed, moderate to faster speed, and basically you want to take your time doing the techniques, and the same thing with this. You can do long sword, you can do cobra, you can do anything. It's like a freestyle drill. Okay, we'll do it for a few minutes, and I'll let him do it with me a few minutes. You can just strike if you want. You can practice your blitzing techniques if you want. Okay? Just like your elbow there. Breaking the elbow. There's your inside scissor block. Come in here and break the elbow. There's cobra. There's my outside scissor block there. Bang. Hammer fist to the face. This is where your imagination is going to come in handy too as well. It might be a technique that you like a lot. That will be the technique that you'll want to do a lot. Practice it a lot. Okay? So you want to get used to having both of them punches coming at you all the time, and that's what this drill is for. Just do this. Do your techniques, practice back and forth, and then you just go back with him. I'm going to punch at him a few times and let him do a couple things. That's good. So that's one of your blitzing techniques, level 1. What this does is it teaches you to recognize the guy stepping in and what punch he's going to throw at you. Okay, one more time. Okay? Okay.